Understanding of the phenomenological apparatus within the mind. That's what the problem is, okay? The problem with Israel and Palestine is one of phenomenology. The mind is undeveloped. We were fish, now we're fish with an alphabet. We're barely...
Okay, so we've got a little bit of a calmer, someone calmer for you. I'm just going to have a look at his board, see if I can see
That
it.
would be the lie. Okay. And that would be a lie to present my ego as something up there and not, yeah? So my point is, if you're going to say that
you can read
I
that, guys.
don't lie, or no one is able to say that, well then present the lie where I could possibly be caught for lying. That's a fair call.
Let's have a look and see what he's got to say.
People of the lie, no. I actually have heard the book, The People of the Lie.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Hello.
Hello, mate. I'm just looking around, see what people are saying.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the structures of consciousness, the universal structures of consciousness. To give us all one measure we can hold a cord by, so we can move away from this schizophrenic paradigm, this broken, scattered head that we are at the moment, and move forward into a more sacred verse of being. And I believe these modes, this whole set here gives us a single construct to hold a cord by. It gives us.
Do you think you can do that as a physical being?
Sorry?
Do you think that you can do that as a physical being?
Well, I mean, I'm a physical being in the physical sense, but I also have a transcendental lens coming through this conduit that is temporarily physical, and that's what I hold a cord. That's what I give my thousands and thousands of meditative time to understand the philosophers and their work and to make it more accessible to people. So I am trying to transcend this body. I'm limited as a human being. I'm aware of that. I am trying to transcend and understand the scope and scale of all problems and what we're connected to in a universal sense. So I'm doing my best, and that's beautiful. That's good enough. Like, I'll give an example. We're talking about this Irishman here, and I was born Irish and I grew up Irish, and if Ireland play rugby in the World Cup, it's like, come on, Ireland. But that's where I leave it. Once I come to humanity's table, I transcend Irish because there's no such thing, because we were all fish. Okay, so we go to root. Okay, there's no half measures. Half measures are killing us. Irish is a half measure. Israel is a half measure. I've been here for 3,000 years. Well, I've been here for 1 billion. You see what I mean? So I hold a cord by the full measure of what we are. My history is not one of World War II or the Chinese Ying dynasties or the Irish history for 800 years. My history is fish into alphabet, into the complexity of where we're going. That's my history. And along that path, there's been little blips. World War II and the Roman Empire and slavery, and they're corruptions of our beautiful sacred species. But they're just blips.
What I'm trying to understand is, are you talking about a physical human being, or are you talking about a soul entity?
I'm talking about a soul entity, a conscious entity, yeah? But a physical human being...
But would you say that consciousness is the same as a soul entity?
No, I don't. I don't believe it is. I believe consciousness is prior, okay? But first of all, let's show there's no physical human being. This is a dissipating field that has never been grounded. There's no first order predicate to hold us down as a physical human being. Physics is an illusion. We can tap it because it has a temporary fixture, but it's actually not, it hasn't a fixed predicate, so we can't premise it. Physical universe is not part of it. And something in my eye knows that, and it's cool with it. Like, I'm not this body, okay? I'm temporarily locked into this conduit, but I'm cool with the fact that it's not actually me. I'm not a body of limbs and organs. I'm a set of a priori modes that allows me to synthesize and systemize my place in reality. And I'm running with that. I'm not running with being Irish or physical.
What are your thoughts about other religions and things like being reincarnated and things like that?
I've no evidence.
Ideas like that.
I've no evidence for reincarnation because we all seem to be Napoleon. But when everyone comes back as I was a broken beggar man and I was arrogant. It's always Napoleon. There's certain aspects of all religions that are beautiful to relink, anything that relinks us, but there's lots of division, and the division isn't actually in the religion, it's in the undeveloped ego of man and woman. It's in the undeveloped understanding, of the phenomenological apparatus within the mind. That's what the problem is, okay? The problem with Israel and Palestine is one of phenomenology. The mind is undeveloped. We were fish, now we're fish with an alphabet. We're barely into the bed and at the door, at the interface of abstraction. We do not understand ourselves. We don't know how to interface with reality in the correct manner. We don't know how to interface with our own body and physicality in the correct manner. But we do know that we interface. We do know we have a set of modes that is trying to identify. I can't identify body, but I can identify that I use a mode of identification that allows me to know that I don't identify with body. I identify with that.
Okay, thank you.
This is how it works. Thank you for stopping.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, there's everybody with an expression, with a view, with an ideology, with a belief system, and I'm just showing you all the different types that are in existence that come to Speaker's Corner and air their view and express their opinion.